Welcome to Chile, as it's game day 3 in Group C of the World Cup qualifiers here in the Americas. We're in Valdivia in Chile as they welcome Colombia to the Coliseo Antonio Acramendi. And here is the schedule for this group. Games today, Brazil and Venezuela. And alongside this game, and here are the current standings, with Brazil, who beat Chile in both games on the opening window with a 2-0 perfect record. Colombia and Venezuela only having played the one game so far, and that was a 2-point classic. So players been introduced to the crowd. And Colombia, the 55th ranked team on the FIBA World Rankings. This team 8th in the Americas, and looking to continue their steady rise up the rankings.
Presentaremos a la roja del básquet, a la selección nacional de Chile.
And Chile, with the home crowd, it's a 5,000-seater facility. Not quite full, but a great crowd in here on a Friday evening.
10, Sebastián Suárez. 11, Barjan Amor. 15, Ignacio Ansaldo. 22, Felipe Hasse. 23,
Felipe Hasse, who 16 points a game in the first 2 games in those losses. But huge contribution for the Capitanes. Big man on the inside. Colombia, as I say, had that 2-point win to go 1-0 in the group over Venezuela, 80-78. We'll talk about it more after the national anthems of both countries, starting with Colombia.
Gracias. Por favor, permanezcamos de pie para la interpretación del himno nacional de Chile. Muchas gracias.
Wow, the crowd, the players, obviously inspired by the national anthem. So great when you get that song being sung by the crowd. Enough to inspire any player anywhere in the world, and it's what makes one of the things that makes national team basketball what it is. Players and coaches exchange those mementos of the game as we get a chance to look at the third team on the floor, the three officials. Under the crew chief, Flores Guzman, and Krishna Dominguez and Samuel Hidalgo from Puerto Rico, Mexico, and the Dominican Republic, respectively. They take charge of this Game Day 3 action in these World Cup qualifiers. Here's the starting lineup for Colombia. With Tello, Roque, Michael Jackson, and Tizia, and Echelique. And it's a lineup that has enough size, and that's the issue for Chile. They've got to deal with that size. Got to keep this Colombian team off the glass. And head coach Tomas Diaz for Colombia. That was a huge win for Colombia to get the 1-0 status over Venezuela. They currently have the head-to-head between the two countries. They've won 9 of the 15 games, so it's a 9-6. Here's the starting lineup for Chile that's going to try and close that gap. And as I say, Philip Hasse, number 22, was just superb in the first 2 games against Brazil, even though they were losing games. Ignacio Varela plays his basketball in the ACB in Spain. And coach Juan Cordoba has got to get a win in this window for Chile if they're going to have the opportunity to progress to the second round of qualification for the World Cup. Chile currently ranked 62nd in the FIBA World Rankings. So close enough for this to be, on paper, a close affair. And with Chile at home, you've got to believe that could give them the advantage.
Entonces sube y cadencia va acá. Te vienes hasta aquí para no dejar la pelota. Tanto Pacho Tello y Felipe Vasco en Echenique. Lo que hablamos en defensa. Toda nuestra energía en defensa. Toda nuestra energía en defensa.
Well, I think as in most scenarios, as we look at the TISO countdown to tip off 1 minute before this game will get underway. It's always the defensive end where the team that's got that size disadvantage has got to come up with some answers. And that's going to be the case for Chile this evening. Well, the basketball gets delivered in all sorts of ways. And the robot makes their way to the sidelines. It's an intriguing one, this, because only having played the one game, Colombia may be coming in a little undercooked. They're having to play without Brian Angelo, who had 11 points and 10 rebounds in his 34 minutes in the win over Venezuela. So it's, there are a number of good signs for Chile to build on as they prepare for the game.
Presidente de FIBA Américas, quien nos dejó repentinamente a la edad de 64 años. Fabián fue una figura clave para el desarrollo de nuestro deporte en la región. Un líder apasionado que dedicó su vida al baloncesto y cuya influencia y legado permanecerán siempre en nuestros corazones. Le pedimos amablemente a que nos pongamos de pie y que nos acompañemos en un respetuoso minuto de silencio en su honor. Muchas gracias.
Oh, that's in honor of the president of the federation. All the America's games will have that tribute to him after his untimely passing. Fabian Borro, the president of FIBA Americas, who died at the age of 64. Well, we're underway here in Chile. These early moments so important for the home team to get some control. Baseline drive is no good. Battle for the glass, super job. Works to the inside, and good is two. It's Enrique just outworked everybody. Chile in the half court. Gonna go away, trying to get the pin down. Varela looks inside. They take the long three deep on the clock, come up with nothing. Chance for Colombia going the other way. Broken up. Great work. Tremendous defensive transition effort by Martinez. Couldn't contain it, couldn't control it. The step back two is good, and they're hot. Starting the game. Roque gets the two, and Colombia also get the turnover. Roque going to the glass, off the backboard for two, and a 6-0 start, and that's quick. And they've come out with some real intent here. Iñaco turned over, and Chile might need the early timeout here. It's just a little sloppy. Roque pulls the trigger from the three-point line, off the glass, and the bank is open on a Friday night, late in Chile. And a 9-0 start for Colombia. Undercooked. That's a massive underestimation of how well Colombia were going to come out here. Chile take the timeout. Let's take a listen. It's one of those timeouts where it's just reminding this roster of what's expected. No one needs to remind Roque what's expected. Gets a little separation, pulls the trigger, and the window was his friend. 9-0 start for Colombia. And out of the timeout, up the floor with some pressure. Trying to really bring home and hammer home this early advantage. Sideline pick and roll. They hit the second side. Suarez swings it. Feet set. Three is no good for Iñaco. Decent execution. Iñaco comes off the screen, gets his feet set. Like the look of the shot, just didn't knock it down. So Chile will extend their defense and play a little bit of pressure up the floor. Atencia gets it into the half court. They pull the trigger from the three-point line. That's no good. Mess cleaned up on the glass by Martinez. Time, space, separation is good for the three, and Martinez strokes the three, and that'll settle the nerves. Atencia again, handles the pressure, looks inside, needs to get a pass, gets one. Atencia takes the tough lead away. That's not going to get it done. And Chile with a chance in transition. Share it. Oh, nice penetration for the two. And it's Martinez who's settling everybody down here. Knocks down the three, and they come up with a steal. 4-on-3 break. Wide open from the three-point line is no good. And a great effort on the offensive glass as Suarez just couldn't collect. You can always find a way to get back in games if you knuckle down and play some defense. And Chile's answer to the 9-0 start is a 5-0 return after the timeout. And neither team looks comfortable against pressure. Roque puts it on the floor, goes hard, has to wrap the pass. Enrique puts it out, extra pass, wide open. Atencia for three is good. Great ball movement. First time I think that they looked as though they wanted to share the basketball. They had that quick 9-0 start, but most of that was off steals and in transition. Moved the ball beautifully. Foul line jump shot is no good for Varela. Far side of the ring, off the glass is good. Michael Jackson moonwalks his way to the far side of the ring. Well, again, try to answer with the three. And Suarez can't get it to drop. It's a great rebound. Enrique going to work. He's fouled as he tried to get balanced. Suarez with his first foul. Bell Jones checks in. Leonis guard. 22 minutes on average in the two games in the first window. Roque is fouled as he gets the shot away. He'll period himself off the floor, go to the free throw line. Jones gets on the stat sheet for all the wrong reasons. Good execution out of bounds. Jones is a little late. Romario Roque on the free throw line. Played over 24 minutes a game in the America Cup. 8 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. It can't make the throws. And Chile as a team come down with a defensive rebound. just have to move the basketball here. Get a little bit of rhythm. Always difficult national team basketball, your first game after getting together for just a few days. Martinez gets after it, gets another go at it, and will lose possession. Had more time than he thought he had on the second rebound. Martinez draws the contact, and Chile will retain possession on the baseline. Colombia go to the 2-3 zone out of bounds. Another feature of basketball in this part of the world, the bands in the crowd, the band plays, what a way it adds to the atmosphere. Lead back two is no good. Great job on the glass, chance to run. Colombia have numbers. They conspire to turn it over. No, they retain the possession. Teo, behind Teo. Veteran stage now, the 40-year-old. Much travel, he's got a lot of steps in that passport. Played in Spain, in France, Turkey, Argentina, Lithuania. Had great success across a great career. In Argentina at the moment with Corrientes. Martinez will sit. It looks like we have some moisture issues, so I think we might have a number of small delays as they dry the floor. Suarez will also rotate out of the lineup for Chile. Working hard on keeping this floor dry. Okay, out top. Looks to break it down on the defense. Steps back, time, separation, and the bank is open again. Well, if you thought the first one was a little fortunate, repeats the dose, repeats the action. Enrique's on the glass, can't get it, they just box it out to retain, to collect the basketball. Chile trying to ease into the 17-5 lead. Another turnover. Roque drops it down. An easy two for Enrique as he gets out on the break. More opportunities again in transition. Whistle on the play. Martello with the easy two. When you're 40 years old and you can get out and run the break, take your hat off to someone. Martello kept himself in great shape. Chile just needs to spend some time with the basketball here. They can't just look to get into a running game with Colombia, who are much more equipped for that style of game. Michael Jackson makes the first. 1 for 2 from the line, but the offensive rebound finds its way into the hands of Krolka. Easy 2 in transition. Oh, Jones just leaped out. Oh, that one. Tencia with the 2, just stayed with the play. Hansel Tencia. Somehow manufactured an angle. Can't complete the 3-point play on the 3 minutes remaining in the first. Colombia just broken out to a 22-7 advantage. Pick and pop action. Hasse. They've got to find a way to get Hasse involved in the game here, Chile. He hasn't had a field goal attempt. Meanwhile, Almanza makes a bit of a statement. Carrasco. Boy, this is up and down. Colombia want to push at every opportunity. Tencia moves it on. And they'll turn it over. As Dow Jones will sit for Chile. And we get a little replay of Luis Almanza with a little highlight. Roque is going to be charged with a personal. Love the way this Colombian team are being the aggressor at the defensive end. Trying to make that physical statement defensively, getting after it. Just like Chile, just get into the half court, spend some time with the basketball. Open 3 early is good. Carry on, Jones the scores, another turnover. Baseline penetration, but they've turned it over with Yako. And Colombia just outworked Chile, and Darwin Blanco gets his first 2 points of the night. Again, pick and pop action to reverse the basketball. Hasse needs and wants some touches of the ball offensively. Blanco, little spin, and he's going to drag that pivot foot for the travel. Oh, Felipe Hasse, who's pretty much the most consistent offensive threat that Chile have. 9 minutes into this game, has had 1 field goal attempt. They've just got to find a way to get Hasse a look and a touch of the basketball. No better time to do it than right now. Finally, Hasse gets it on the inside. Great defensive effort. Krolka just would not allow any space. Comes up with a block. Hasse comes up with a steal going the other way. Hasse puts it on the floor, moves it on. The open three off the pass is no good. That one's going to be chased down. Chile will have it on the sideline. Two seconds between the possession and game clock. Hasse swings the baseline. Oh, they turn it over. Oh, great pass. Super look. Quick reaction. Easy two. And that's the way to turn your defense into offense. And Darwin Blanco's two closes out an exciting first quarter for Colombia. They have the 28-12 advantage at the end of one, and they have come out. Done an excellent job. And defense has been exceptional. 6 steals in that first quarter. They've shot the ball really well, 75 and 43% against 22 and 33. So all good for the Colombians as they look to maintain this unbeaten start to the World Cup qualifiers. And here are the first quarter best plays. Well, the man who came out firing was Lomalio Roque. Gets it going to the ring, has already made the mid-range jumper, and then he does this. It's a little bit of separation, and the bank is open. Repeated that later in the quarter, and it wasn't until this happened as Fabian Martinez ticked the scoreboard over and got a little bit of joy and some confidence into Chile. But at the moment, as Michael Jackson showed, that he can get to the far side of the ring and finish plays. Colombia just got too much firepower for Chile. Chile just have to spend some time with the basketball, get some shots you want, and there's the courtside 1891 app. Download that app or sign on online to get all the action from the FIBA Basketball, highlights, schedules, news, and live streams. So much basketball going on at the moment, obviously, with these competition windows, these World Cup qualifiers, first rounds, that you can see basketball from everywhere across the world. Chile with the basketball at the start of this second quarter. Carry on, reverses the basketball. Loya goes inside with a pass, and they just own the backboards at the moment. No joy at all on the glass for Chile. Atencia comes off the ball screen, looks to go the long way around. Pick and pop. Cardenas will penetrate and kick, wants it back. Takes the long two, just about catches the front iron. Blanco picks up foul number 1. Carrasco gets Chile into the half court. Hasse with a high screen, goes deep, doesn't get a look. Now he gets it. He's going to have to go to work though. Tries to back in, goes to the fadeaway. Just too much physicality for him at the moment. Atencia. Oh, attack the ring, foul called. Peels himself off the floor. And Darwin Blanco is one of those instant guys. Looks to attack the defense, challenge the defense on every catch. And we'll go to the free throw line. The one stat that Colombia are not going to be happy with is the 1 from 6 from the free throw line. Make that 2 for 7. Coach Diaz will be very happy with the way his team has played. Defensively, they've been aggressive, been very, very good on the glass. And we got a holding foul away from the ball. As Ignacio Carrion was going to roll, got held back. Blanco picks up his second foul. You're always going to get things happening around Darwin Blanco. Comes off the bench and really does ignite his team with effort. Deep three in the corner is good. And looks like they found an answer here with Carrion getting his feet set. 6 points personal. Okay, second move off the glass. He's fouled. We'll go to the free throw line. Enrique, strong move, good footwork. And we'll earn them from the free throw line. Two for two. Chile with a staggered screen. Ball gets knocked away but recovered. Varela moves it on. Hasse. Varela has it. Gonna have to put this up to the corner. What a tough three with no time on the clock. Chance to run the other way. And they commit to the break. Great entry. Turns it over. Chance to go the other way. Varela has it. 4 on 2. Just got to do a better job. 4 on 2 of getting the shot you want. Iako looks for the foul, but they simply have to turn this into points. 4 on 2 break. Defense did a great job getting back. Atencia was really good at staying in stance. But Hasse finally gets himself going from the floor, makes the first 3 of the game for him. And the first field goal, in fact. Atencia pulls the trigger, doesn't get it to drop. Defensive rebound, chance to run. Further, go on baseline, looks to get his feet set, can't do that, looks inside. Hasse gets it. Spins. Jump hook is good for 2. So much confidence when you see the ball go through the hoop. And Chile with a little run, close it to an 11-point game. Colombia take the timeout.
Estamos llegando y tirando. Hagamos que ellos nos defiendan. Vamos a mover a Echenique. Atencia.
Hasse's three. Atencia will advance the basketball. 6:50 in the second quarter to play. Teo spins, foul line jumper is no good. Defensive rebound is not secured. Inside, outside, Atencia with his feet set for three. Foul on the play. And there you see it. Martinez checks back in. Carrion will step out. Chance to get this back to a single-digit margin. Iñaki will inbound the ball. And Ignacio Varela will advance the basketball into the half court. Gonna go back to the middle off the screen. Dancing in the lane, it's no good. Gets rejected as Carlos Loya. It's well and truly rejected. Psychologically, it's a big 7 seconds here for Chile, even though it's early in the game. To get to single digits would be a will, and they had no better opportunity than that. Underneath the hoop, Martinez can't complete the play. Atencia moves it on. Cardenas, Atencia gets it back, gets the ball screen. Nike drives, wide open underneath. Gets it blocked. Can't get it away at all. Varela moves it on, wide open. For the three is good, and we're looking at an 8-point game. And the showman, Carlos Loya, gives a little signal to the crowd. And it doesn't take much in these types of games for the crowd to really get into this. Atencia has to take a tough one. Hasse comes down with a defensive rebound, and this phase of the game just belongs to Chile. We've got a mid-court foul. And you've got to think that Michael Jackson quite rightly thought he needed to take that momentum away. He picks up the personal. Great phase of play for Chile. Really looked out of sorts until the last 3 minutes. Varela moves it on, gets it back, Hasse. Hasse will roll, Varela gets inside, comes back to the little lean away for two, is good. Now this is a super run. 6-point game. And the run and the energy taken out of the room as Juan Teo gets the two. 4 points personal for him. Hasse for three is no good. chance to run again. Numbers down the floor. Tail off the glass. Doesn't get it to drop. Hasse hauls in the rebound. 4-on-3 break. They just have to make the right decision. Varela in the lane. Will kick it. The extra pass to the open three is blocked. Cardenas sized it up and chased it down. Comes up with the block. Open three on the out of bounds is good. And the game belongs to Varela at the moment. 5-point game as Varela goes to 5 personal. And all of a sudden the defense is just a different level. Teo gets inside. Hasse gets a piece of it. They hunt it down, whistle on the play. And you can't fault the effort. Tremendous, tremendous effort. And it's all about that effort getting back in the game as Carrasco picks up the personal. Hasse will rotate out. Finally found some confidence and some rhythm. Kevin Rubio checks in. Beluke on the free throw line makes the first and knocks down the second. Fortunate three-point shot, you've got to say. Just about managed to secure the basketball before he got taken out. 3 from 3 from the line. And Soren Beluke opens it back out to an 8-point advantage. Under 4 to go in the half. Gotta love the rebounding intensity. Tencia has a look at his options. Will back it out. Tries to wrap, can't get the pass inside. It goes in there right now. Inside, outside, line up. Cardenas for 3, way short. And we mentioned this problem that they would have before the start of the game. Chile, they've really got to do a job boxing out. They're outsized, outmanned on the glass. So they have to box out. Well, just joined the game, comes up with a positive stat, Kevin Rubio. With the UDEC club. The only member of this team from the UDEC club. One for 2. Ball goes out of bounds and Colombia will have the possession. Darwin Blanco. The man you've got to guard the whole time, otherwise he's going to attack the ring. Blanco shakes, bakes, dances, great pass. Cardenas already caught, wiped off. Foul committed before Cardenas went to work. Substitutions coming in for Chile. Hasse is back. Varela looks to turn the corner, gets into the lane, takes a bit of contact. Will have to earn them both from the free throw line. Blanco will sit. Varela on the free throw line. Been in Spain since he was 17, now 25. One of the many South American players that make their way to Spain. Talented young players. Started his Spanish career with Estudiantes in Madrid. Now finds himself in the Basque region. Tensia tries to turn the corner. Foul line jump shot is no good. And that's going to be a push on the offensive boards. Luque. And it's a loose ball foul. Both teams, well, Colombia in the penalty. Opportunity for Hasse to make this a three-point game. And early in the second quarter, you would not have looked at Chile being 3 down going into the half. One for two. Six points personal for Hasse. This is where Colombia have to execute. If they execute, they're going to get good shots. Little floater, doesn't get the drop. Who's coming down with that? Tremendous effort on the boards as a team by Chile. Varela takes the ball string, breaks it down. Hasse picked and popped the three. Now we've got a 1-point game, and we've got a crowd who believe, and we've got Colombia taking a timeout with 1:47 remaining in the half. And at one point in this first half, Colombia had a 17-point advantage. Whittled down to 1, and there's only one team with momentum right now, and it's the team in red. Let's take a listen to this Colombian timeout.
Ahora, en la ofensiva, utilicémoslo a él aquí, darle la pelota a él aquí y trabajamos en pared. ¡Nacho! ¡La ofensiva sencilla! ¡Arriba, cuerno! ¡Tenemos una falta para él!
Well, we said right at the beginning of the game, sometimes with these competition windows, teams struggle to get going early because they've only been together for 2-3 days. They've had to travel. A number of these players play in Europe, so that's a huge commitment travel time-wise. And once they start seeing the ball drop through the net, they get more confident and they start to actually function as a group, and that's definitely the case with Chile right now. Atencia will advance the basketball, got a whistle, something happened out of shot. Tony Trochka picks up the foul away from the basketball. They did have control of the basketball, so it should be a team control foul and no shots, which it is. And Chile, that's going to be offensive. Wow. Having said Chile had an opportunity to potentially lead it, Iliaco picks up the offensive foul. Michael Jackson, nice pass to the block. Jump off on the baseline, super, absolute super extension on the jump hook. Enrique, who's one of those guys who made the trip from Europe, plays in Italy with Reggio Emilia. And back-to-back turnovers are not helping the cause for the home club. And they'll take the timeout as Enrique goes back-to-back, 4 points, opens it back out to a 5-point advantage. Chile take the timeout. And the man from Italy goes back-to-back points. And Chile take the timeout with 1:05 remaining in the half. Let's take a listen.
No seamos tan boludos, por favor, no le hagamos el trabajo tan fácil a ellos. Son todas pelotas que estamos perdiendo sin tirar al aro, porque jugamos 2 por hora. Vayan para acá y muévanse corriendo. Estamos jugando caminando en la ofensiva. Necesitamos más dinámica cuando salimos. Basta perder balones, no seamos boludos. Escuchame.
Both countries have made crazy mistakes, especially in moments after timeouts. Michael Jackson gets fouled away from the basketball, and he's feeling the impact of that. Cordoba picks up the technical foul. They come all the way back from 17 down. Have given up 4 points straight, make that 5 points straight to go back to 6 down. And Colombia have the basketball. It's taken a huge effort to get back in this. They do not want to lose their discipline right now. Atencia. And with the technical foul and the two made shots, the energy in the gym just gets sucked out. Atencia looks to turn the corner, needs a pass. That's a super pass to the inside. That's 3 field goals in succession. Alike. Extra pass, open 3, simply has to go and does. Suarez with the 3. His team desperately needed that. Colombia try and hold for the last shot of this first half. Atencia moves it on. Enrique is going to finish this quarter in a real hurry. Takes the shot too quickly. The 3 going the other way is no good. And that will do it for the half. And Colombia with the great start to lead by 17, now have the lead 43-38. It's back to a 5-point game and game on in the second half. Chile with a super comeback in the second part of that second quarter. Have worked out the level. Statistically, Chile still under 30% from 2, 42% from 3. Colombia balanced scoring. Rebound-wise, it's all a bit closer now. Chile with the 10 assists. They share the ball really well. But the turnovers really hurting. Hasse with 9 leads their scorers. Enrique and Enrique with 10 apiece for Colombia. Let's take a look at some of the best plays in that second quarter. Varela was the story for me of that second quarter, the way he turned it around. Hasse found a way to get himself going after a really slow start. But as I say, Varela was the man who really started to pull the strings for the Chile national team. And they got right back in it to 1. And then this guy, Enrique, with 6 quick points at the end of the quarter, opened it back out. Great around the ring. He's had a great career already. Enrique, he's played G League basketball, has played in a number of good European leagues as well. And on that point, we'll take a break now. We got game on here. It's a 5-point game, and Chile are right back in it. Join us for the second half.
They're in for a showdown here tonight. Let's get this body. Oh my goodness sakes, that's a throwdown. Goes in for the dunk. Good night. Too big, too strong, and just too good. Bogdanovic, who goes in and scores. Ah! This is what it's all about. It's all one big basketball family, folks. Winning time. Both teams over the limit. to Boutier. Isaiah Pinheiro. Here's the big two-hand. Get out of the way. Things are about to get rough. Chance for Uruguay to win it. Who's going to throw it up? The pass! Bang! Martin Rojas stealing the spotlight. He got it away in time. He gets Uruguay the win.
How many times are we going to see this? They say, are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me.
Go tax to close out the Bruno inside.
Fills it up.
Well, welcome back to Chile. A little bit of half-time entertainment on the court. And while that's going on, let's take a look at the top scorer for Colombia. And it's off the beginning of the game. Just exploded. Romario Roque with 10 points, 4 from 4 from the floor, including in that those 2 banked threes. Showed how quick he is, gets to the ring, kisses it off the window, and then he does this. Called bank on both occasions as they're open late. On Friday night. One of those players who's a bit of a heartbeat of this team. Sets the level of intensity. Larger than life character in the backcourt. Super job. Going the other way. Top scorer for Chile. There's this guy. We talked about him at the top of the game. Felipe Hasse. 9 points, 3 from 7 from the floor. Struggled early in the game. Physicality was an issue for him. When he went to the inside, he then stretched the floor and stepped out on the pick and pop actions on the pick. And also has this really nice little hook. So as the game went on, his confidence went up. And as his confidence went up, Chile got themselves right back into the game. 43-38 is the scoreline at the half. Both teams making their way back out onto the floor here. Good crowd. Noisy crowd. Crowd is really involved in this game. 5,000 seater facility. That is pretty full. What Chile cannot afford to do at the start of this second half is to dig themselves a little hole. They've dug themselves out of a 17-point deficit in that first half. They do not need to start digging a hole and make that lead any bigger than 5. Colombia with their leaders, and Atencia has 3 assists to back up Roque's 10 points and Teo's 5 rebounds. Teo, as we said in commentary, 40 years old now, has played in some of the best leagues around the world. And gives this team a really much needed steadiness on the inside. Real ideal foil for Enrique's younger talent, albeit that he's 28. So nice bounce to this Colombian team. And that 2-point win over Venezuela on their only game they've played so far in these qualifiers could be crucial to their chances of making it to the World Cup. From a Colombian perspective here, they've obviously got the advantage in this game physically. They can read, they're really effective on the glass. But at times they just seem to take shots that they don't necessarily need to take. You saw how effective when the game became a one-point game. Now, Enrique rolls around the ring, jump hook, finishes around the ring. They run the floor really well. They do not need to take shots that aren't necessarily the best shot they have available on the floor. Because off those misses, Chile have actually managed to get points in transition. And they really are looking to work their way back into this. So Coach Juan Cordoba will be a much happier coach than he was at the end of the first quarter, let's put it that way. He trailed by 17 points, and it really did look like it could have been a long night at the office for Cordoba and his Chilean national team. But they're right back in this now, down 5 as we approach the start of the third quarter.
Ofensiva contra zona. El 4 y el 5. El 3 chapa. El 1 y el 2.
Well, there's the World Cup qualifier apps if you want to follow the action across the World Cup, across all the groups, all the regions. Download the app, there's the QR code, and get it from your normal source.
Energía en defensa. Energía en defensa. Donde sea. Si salió por acá, Chelita y desconectamos. ¿Listo? Dale, denme tiempo para eso. Ahora, dale. Defensa. Cambio con ellos. 1, 2, 3.
So Colombia will have the basketball at the start of this third quarter. Really got to cut out the unnecessary turnovers as well. Atencia Cardenas. Roque, Enrique and Teo on the floor for Colombia. Iaco, Suarez, Hasse, Varela and Martinez start the third quarter for Chile. 3 from the side, no good, great rebound. Atenas goes to work on the glass. And that means the jump ball will take the ball back to Chile. And the band plays on here. Just adds to the atmosphere. Down the lane, Rivera goes up for the 2 and 1. Yako, first step, decisive, rip it, go through. You know you're going to get hit, just concentrate on the shot and then deal with a foul after. Great touch, chance to have the extra point and make it a 2-point game. Super start to this third quarter for Chile. There you go, 2-point game. Okay, turns the corner, gets to the lane, kicks the open three from the corner. Atencia for 3. Just held his space in the corner and just let the ball come to him. The middle penetration can kill the defense. Hasse tries to create an angle, has it knocked away, hangs on, fights for it. Gonna have to put it up. And there's a 24 violation. Ten turnovers for Chile. Roque gets Colombia into the half court. Looks to attack the seam, goes inside, great hands. Hasse just about got a fingertip to it, otherwise Enrique was licking his lips for a highlight. Roque curls off the screen, needs a pass, finds one. Takes the handoff back, gets inside, goes upstairs. And they mistime it and miss the pro down. Barella off the glass for 2, doesn't get it. Hasse and Cardenas fight for it. And the Colombian comes down with it. I think A is fouled. And he's frustrated that he missed the highlight. Same play out of bounds. Okay, needs a pass, wraps it. Enrique's not going to shoot the 3. Goes inside. Teo looks to face up, knocks down the 2. Years and years and years of drilling that step back. Just open out away from the defense. And get to 2. 3 off the entry. It's good. Automatic. This guy's getting going. Yako struggled a little bit in the first half. 6 points personal early in the third. Teo with the tough one in the lane, gets it to go. Rolling back the gears, a little bit of vintage Teo. Again, that pick and pop action being productive. The 3 is long though. Roque slices through off the glass. Will pick himself up off the floor and go to the free throw line. This is where Chile cannot let this lead develop. Hasse picks up his first foul. It was clean on the ball, but his other hand was clearly in the back of Roque. Hasse's been given a technical for comments made. Again, you don't need to get to gift points to the opponent in this situation. You've worked so hard to get back in the game. Roque shoots the technical. And they could make this a double-digit lead on this possession. Oh, it's on the free throw line. I'm sorry. He shot the one for the technical, and that has two for the original foul. Lot to think about. One of the things that's a real positive for coaches at national team level is that in theory you have everyone on the bench who can make a contribution. So you have options to try and change the game. 13 points personal for Roque. Great hands. Cardenas gets a piece of it. Otherwise, you're looking at a wide open three from the corner. Five seconds on the possession. Really do need to keep the scoreboard ticking over. They do not want the lead to find itself in double digits. Three on the clock. They get the way to three with a big set. Exactly what they needed. Suarez with his feet set knocks down the three. Roque answers with three of his own. Just found himself separated from the defense and knocked it down. Really used the screen well. Varela tries to answer with the three from him. He doesn't get the roll at all. Teo comes down with the rebound. And this is where Colombia, as they did in the first half, start to slow down, and they're just so much more effective when they're moving quickly. Atencia for the three. What a super rebound by Cardenas. So active on the glass. Roque again, draws contact. Wow, we said in the first half, he is going to attack you every single time. If you don't guard him early, he's looking to gain the advantage and be a threat. Chile pick up their fourth team foul in the penalty already. Still 5:41 remain in the third. Roque and Varela dance through the keyway. Teo in the lane, draws contact. Will have to go to the free throw line to earn them. Just over 60% across his career from the free throw line. Makes the second and opens it back out to a double-digit lead, and they have to stop the bleeding here. Again, same thing that they had in the first half. Move the basketball, get a shot you want. You've got a holding foul away from the basketball. Valencia picks up his first foul. Varela moves it on. At the ring for 2. And Suarez gets a very, very open 2. Okay, can't get the 3 to go this time. Oh, ball fake. Everybody in the gym took it. Varela kicks it. Wide open 3. Way off. They got the good look. They just have to make it. Upstairs. And again, they mistime the highlight. And they're going to call it offensive. Just need to check what they've actually called here. Roque picks up his 3rd foul. Colombia get their 3rd team foul of the 3rd quarter. Most importantly, Chile have another opportunity to eat into the 8-point lead. And again, we've got another foul away from the basketball. I think the officials are getting a little frustrated with both teams. There's a lot of chat going on the court, and the officials now have decided to stop that. Iñaco checks in. Atencia picks up his 2nd foul. Great curl. Can't get the 2 to go, and they've got to go to work on the glass. Taylor has it. Blanco, you know things will liven up when Blanco comes into the game. He's going to look to attack you every opportunity he has. Blanco on the floor. Seven seconds on the possession. And Colombia are on the end line. And we have another off-ball foul called. Both teams in the penalty, 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. And it's one of those moments where the team that has the discipline and executes has a real opportunity to take control of the game. Carasso gets it back. Goes upstairs. They overthrew the pass again. They just about saved that. Hasse saves that. 7 on the possession. They had so much time. Why did they throw up the bad one? Just lack of awareness as Sebastian Suarez thought he had to put it up. It's becoming a messy basketball game. I think that might suit Chile a little better. Bodies everywhere, no call, going the other way, 3-on-2 break, wide open on the end of the break. Russo for 3 is no good. Hasse keeps it alive. Well, ambitious is an understatement on the pass. Iñaco tried to throw it at the right hand, trying to get no angle on it. And not surprisingly, the defense get a piece. Ignacio will sit. 4 seconds on the possession. Suarez will also make his way to the bench. Jones on the inbound. Great pass, blocked. And Tello again comes up with a crucial play. The 40-year-old worth his weight in gold at the moment. Teo, out of position, got beat on the cut, gets back in the play to make the block. Manza goes 0 for 2. And they're giving Chile every opportunity to get back in this. Neither team having converted for 4 possessions. Oh, beautiful little move. Turn the corner. Carrasco goes to 4 points personal, and more importantly, makes it a 6-point game. Trochuk will go to the free throw line. Carry on checks out, as does Teo. Kevin Rubio checks in for Chile. And the second of the throws is good for Troca. Carrasco, that's going to be an offensive foul. And all I'd say is, regardless of what you might think, the officials are calling this game tight, and they're calling it in a particular way. They're nothing if not consistent at this point. So you've got to execute better than that. And clearly, Darryl Jones was late on setting that screen. Just over 2 to go in the third. 7-point game could go either way in these last 2 minutes of the third. Chile could get right back in this, or Colombia could open up a double-digit lead. Hasse comes down and just throws it away. Far too casual. Open 3, Atencia for the 3 is no good. And the tip tips the scoreboard over. Trottier outworks everyone on the glass. Hasse for the 3, answers. Back to a 6-point game. They will not go away. Atencia turns the corner, gets to the elbow, needs a pass, has it turned over. 3-on-2, 4-on-2 break. Wide open for the 3. Jones, is he the best 3-point shot that they have on the floor at that moment? That should be a reset because he wasn't even looking at the basketball. Hasse. 4 seconds on the possession. Replay the 3. When he does things sharply, he looks a very good player. Well, they miss another highlight, and then Hasse gets a piece, but persistence is rewarded. I mean, Enrique gets the 2. $12 points personal on 50% from the floor. Last 40 seconds of what's been a fascinating third quarter. 8-point game. step back three is way short. Got to manage this time. They got a layup, fair enough, take it. And that makes it a 10-point game again. Hasse on the inside, turn around, doesn't get it to go. We've reached the end of three. And Colombia re-established a double-digit lead. Again, it was back to two. They've eked it out to a 10-point margin. Colombia struggling from the three-point line, but still have the 10-point lead. Let's take a look at the best plays of the third quarter. Well, Varela started off where he finished in the second quarter. Really did spark this Chile lineup. But when you've got a 40-year-old who's in the shape that Teo's in, the decisions he makes are solid, both ends of the floor. High release on that step back. Okay, just continues to be the spark that Colombia rely on. Nice backcourt partnership with him and Hansel Atencia. So can Chile get their first win? As you get a look at the courtside 1891 QR code again, download that or sign on, go onto the website and sign up for all there is, all the basketball there is in the FIBA world. Highlights, whole games, features, all there on courtside. And that's a turnover. That's tremendous, tremendous effort by Caruso. Exactly what they needed. Darwin Blanco turns it over. Step back, space for three is no good. And Blanco has it again. Always looking to challenge. He's fouled as he tries to come over the ball screen. Feet set off the down screen, super execution. Michael Jackson with some fancy footwork. And one. And just when you think they're pulling it out, just when you think they're re-establishing the lead, Chile come up with a super play. Carrasco again. As we see Michael Jackson stroking the three. Chance to make this a 10-point game again with the three-point play. Everybody's in early. Well, they're not going to let him retake it. Chile trying to pick it up defensively. Back cut. And there's a 24 violation, but they have the basketball. 3-on-2 break. Just find the open guy, knock down the open shot. But they throw the air ball, and that's a foul in transition. I think he took a large chunk for Chile. Fresco makes his way to the bench. Enrique. Still a huge factor for Colombia. Atencia will advance the basketball. The level steps up in the fourth quarter defensively. Chance to go the other way. Great defensive series for Chile. Varela. It's a tough pass. Hasse in traffic gets it out. The three for Varela is no good. Hasse on the glass. Powell's back up. Will have to earn it from the line. Huge rebound. Super effort by the big man. Enrique was never going to let him get the putback. Fouled him hard. Meant he has to go to the free throw line for the points. Hasse. 8 minutes to go. You're down 11. You've got to stop digging that hole. And one of the places to do that is to make your free throws. Hasse makes the second. We've got a 10-point game. They've just got to get over the hump. 13 points personal for the big man. Got to get over this little hump of 10 points. Okay, needs a pass. Enrique goes to work down low, goes with the left hand, doesn't get it to go. Chance to get this into single digits. Varela has a look at the horn set. Like to post low. Great catch, great finish. It's a super pass. And Yako just put it where it needed to go. 8-point game. Roque spending a lot of time on the dribble. And eventually Atencia gets the three. And it's that hump problem again. Back out to an 11-point game. Plenty of time as Atencia goes to 11 personal. Varela needs a pass, finds one. That's going to be offensive, I think, if it's going to be consistent. No, they're going to call it defensive. Atencia picks up the personal. That'll be the third team foul for Colombia. Varela on the sideline, looks to go to the middle. Steps through for the three, no good. Suarez with a putback. Outworked everybody. Back to single digits. 10 points personal for Sebastian Suarez. Roque takes the ball screen, is fouled. And while he may have jumped back, carry on. Was a little late on the show. and he initiated the contact. Well, Roque with the flop gets the technical foul. Ravella will go to the free throw line to make this an 8-point game, and they'll have the basketball. Makes the throw. 25-year-old as cool as you like. Colombia now in the penalty as well. Tensia takes the ball screen, looks to assess his options. Hunted down on the glass by Carrion. Manufactured the shot. And we're back to 6. And Iñiaco. Sometimes he takes the tough option. Lean back. Tensia takes a poor shot. Ball goes out of bounds, and we'll go back to Chile. Yeah, the referee's going to check this. Enrique is adamant it should be a Colombia basketball. I think that's where the officials have gone with the decision. Got to do it all again. Wow. Tensia has not seen a shot he doesn't like. Takes the long 2. Still plenty of time for Chile. They've got to get it over the hump. If they can get back to lead, it's going to be a tough ask for Colombia to re-establish the lead. Hasse couldn't handle the pass. Tough, long, deep 3. Great work on the glass by Carrion. He comes down with a defensive rebound. Oh, there's the good and the bad of Iñiaco. Cello with a lean back. Great work on the glass. Cardenas gets the tip back in, and it's back to 10. And they just cannot get over this hump. Get it to 8, get it to 6. They've been as low as 2. Just cannot get over the hump. Chile take the timeout with 4:26 remaining in the game. Well, you saw the good and the bad of Iñiaco. Tried to force it too much, no space. They turn it over, it becomes a 10-point game. They had the opportunity to cut it to 6 or even 5. Colombia can go time and possession here, but they've still got to run whatever they're running to get a shot they want. Don't just kill time. There's more than enough time here for Chile to get back in the game. Well, it's pretty much now or never for Chile. 10-point margin. Got to get a score here and a stop, and that will set them up for the last 3 minutes. Varela outside the three-point line, needs a pass, finds one. Varela attacks the seam, is fouled on the way through, will go to the free-throw line. Well, Atencia never sealed. And as Colombia are in the penalty. And Atencia's on his fourth foul. Varela makes the first. And goes 1 for 2. I don't think 1 for 2 is going to be enough here. Atencia will look to take some time out of the game. Comes off the stagger. It opens up for him. But the three is no good. Great rebound. Super rebound. Not the best shot, not the best selection, but you cannot say enough great things about the work that Cardenas has done on the glass. Varela. Hasse with a pick and pop. Gets the three and they're still alive. They refuse to lie down here. Back to an 8-point game. Still 3.5 to go. That's a backcourt. Every possession is a big possession right now. Hasse's three. They've gone away from getting in the ball. He needs touches. Foul line jumper, blow it. Great work on the glass. That is probably the best offensive rebound of the game. Varela looks to turn the corner. Hits the corner for the open three. Is no good. We've had 2 good looks. Still 3 minutes remain. 8-point game. Need another stop. Here's Atencia trying to put this game away for Colombia. Will take the ball screen. Looks to create. Again, pick and pop action. Roque looks inside. It's a smart decision to go to the inside, but they blow it. But they use a lot of clock up. Varela. Varela gets it back. Got to go quick. Down the lane. Nice pass. Easy 2. 6-point game. Plenty of time. Just need stops. Martinez with his 7th point of the game. Roque trying to take some time out of the clock again. Okay, gets to the corner. Atencia for 3. And just takes the air out of the gym. $16 points personal. Varela down the lane, tries to finger roll, is fouled and will go to the free throw line. It stops the clock. Chance to make this a 7-point game. Still time. Delike picks up his 4th foul. And can't make the throw. Chile 9 for 15 from the free throw line. Make that 10 from 16. Roque as Varela goes to 10 personal. Great hands and almost the steal. Let's go. The hands were clean and then he just kicked the basketball. Cadenas moves it on. Roque is fouled as he came off the down screen. That'll be the 4th team foul for Chile. And with that foul, Carrasco fouls out. Don't think he'll be the last guy fouling out in this game. There's a number of people on the floor with 4 fouls. Carrion checks into the game. A stop here and a score makes life very interesting. Roque, 10 seconds on the possession. Looks to attack it. Atencia from his spot. Oh! 2 daggers to the heart of Chile from the same spot on the floor. And it's back out to a double digit, and that just might be enough. 19 points personal. But they will not lie down. The answer of 3 from Varela gets it back to an 8-point game, and the steal. Varela with the 2. Make that a 6-point game. And still over a minute to go. Roque, 15 points personal for Varela. Roque is going to try and take and manage the clock here, take time out of the game. They do not want to foul. Back their defense right now, Chile. Roque, 6 on the possession. Nowhere to go. Great pass. And a 24-second violation. 2-possession game with 41.5 seconds to go. Chile will take the timeout. Interesting to see if they advance it or take it in the backcourt. The backcourt gives them more space to play. They just need any quick one. They do not need to take a bad shot here. Any quick one will keep the game alive. 41.5 seconds is an eternity at this stage of the game. 20 points from Chile turnovers for Colombia. Only 13 for Chile, and it's a 6-point game. Taking care of the basketball is a fundamental necessity if you're going to win at this level. Well, 41.5 seconds. Atencia from the 3. That spot has got his name on it. Here they go. Varela can't get it open. Hasse can. Varela, they've got to go. Pushing foul. Suarez will peel himself off the floor and have to go to the free throw line. Only 5 seconds ticked off the clock. Suarez just questioning whether there was an unsportsmanlike involved in that. Absolutely needs to make both throws. Still going to be a 2-possession game, but he must, absolutely must make the throws. He's a 78% free throw shooter across his career. Makes the first. Sebastian Suarez to make it a 4-point game. Makes both. And it's Colombia's turn to take the timeout. I would have thought they would take the ball on their own end line and try and use the hole in the 24. Colombia with a big advantage in the paint and on second chance shots. We talked about their physicality earlier in the game. Their work on the glass has been exceptional. But in spite of that, Chile, with a steal, have a real opportunity to get the come from behind win. Atencia organising, as you'd expect him to do. Chile have got to go off the floor, surely. Now, the only downside of doing this is if they steal it, they're right at your ring. So, got to make sure you execute on the out of bounds. Got to make sure you come to meet the ball. Cardenas has it. Roque in the corner, gets out of the corner brilliantly. Just uses his pace. Atencia has it. Now they've got to make a decision. Great pass. Oh, Enrique puts an exclamation mark on the game. Throws it down and makes it a 6-point lead with 22 seconds to go. It's not done, but they did a super job. Roque was exceptional down the floor. And then they just made the pass. Still time. 6-point game, 2-possession game. Every stat that we put up in front of you just indicates that Colombia have had their advantage in this game in most departments. Yet it's still a 6-point game. Roque, you know what it means to him. Did a really good job beating the pressure just by that speed. 22.5 seconds, 40-second reset on the sideline. Chile, it's a tough ask now, but while there's hope, they'll still look at it. 6-point game, 22 seconds left on the clock. Varela has it, got to go. Steps back, no three, puts it inside. The extra pass is blocked. Enrique has just taken over the game in this last minute. Unsportsmanlike foul at the sideline. The dunk at one end, the block at the other. Enrique has been exceptional in the whole game. And in this last minute or so, has just got it done. 14 and 10. A double-double for the 28-year-old big man. Great athlete. Obviously pedigree, no. But really has brought his A game in this fourth quarter. Cardenas goes to 6 points. The quick two is no good. And that's a great game of basketball. That's a great World Cup qualifier. Chile down 17 early in the game, worked their way back in. Got it back to 1, got it back to 2, just couldn't get over the hump. And Colombia held their nerve, executed, and then Enrique just took over around the ring to win it 86-78 and stay unbeaten in the qualification group and set up some exciting games to come with Brazil. There's the numbers, 51-38 against 40-36. They won the battle on the rebounds. Turned the ball over far too often for their liking. But Atencia with 19, of which the 3-pointers from the top of the key in the fourth quarter were just heartbreaking for Chile. It's a great backcourt combination with him and Roque. And with Enrique up front, and the experience of Juan Tella. This team has a lot going for it. And the 55th ranked team on the FIBA rankings will be looking to progress. That's a great road win for Colombia. Contributions across the roster. 10 of the 12-man roster all saw floor time. Super job by Coach Diaz as we get a look at the fourth quarter best plays. And they got lots of good looks above the foul line from the three-point line. Jackson made the first. But Chile just refused to accept the defeat. This is the first of Atencia's three-pointers in the fourth quarter. Half his points came in that fourth quarter. Atencia made the one you've just seen, and then two from the other side of the extended elbow. But they just hung tough, Chile. Cardenas was big. Doesn't have huge numbers, but really did come up with some plays. There's Atencia again from the three-point line. 3 threes and a long 2 in the fourth quarter for the guard. Enrique with the throwdown that put the exclamation mark on the win. That's a super win for Colombia on the road. Get a look at how that affects the standings in the group. Colombia have got to like their chances and their scenario, not just to get through the first round, but could go through the first round with a very healthy number in the loss column. Brazil went to 3-0, so the group has a real split. Chile and Venezuela will be fighting for that third qualification spot. Brazil win 94-84. Colombia win 86-78. Two great games. This one has been special. Privilege, as always, to cover World Cup qualifiers. Great day for Colombia. They get the win. From me, Mark Clark, it's good night.